What's going on, AndzDave here. Today we were lucky and we got invited to the opening of the Sukidesu Branch 2. So actually they just celebrated their 4th anniversary and now they're opening their 2nd branch. So we're just so honored to be invited. Right now I'm going towards the place. So actually I'm already here. So let me show you what the place looks like. Yeah, this is it. So there's also al fresco dining. The 2nd floor of this place, and there's also air conditioned here. So yeah, let's go inside. So we're finally here inside the Sukidesu Branch 2 and we are here to try out the food that we haven't tried last time. Before we get this food trip started, if you guys are new to my channel or haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. You're doing me a big favor by doing so. And also hit that notification bell so that you will be always notified from all of my channel's activities. Oh, okay. Oh, so our ramen's here. First ramen that arrived on our table. This one's the creamy seafood supreme ramen. And this looks really so pretty right now. So this is a closer look of this ramen and look at this one. It looks so creamy. For this ramen we have here some tamago, the Naruto fish cake here, some canny, enoki mushrooms, shrimp, some mushroom on this side. And as we check onto this ramen, look at the broth, man. Super creamy, it's thick. It's milky, and not only that this looks delicious, this one smells so lovely. Now let's have a taste of the broth of this ramen. So let's do this. Oh wow, this broth is definitely flavorful. It's milky, creamy, and it has this mild kick of spiciness. Also, the consistency of the broth of this ramen is definitely dense. It is very satisfying when it hits your taste buds. I cannot wait to dig into their noodles, so let's finally do it. Now let's try this. The only thing about this one is that it's still hot though. But when it comes to the texture of the noodles, it is so amazingly good because it really grabs the flavor of the broth and releases that flavor on your tongue. There's a lot of toppings on this ramen. We have here some cube fish. Really looks and smells so delicious. And now let's have a try. This one has this sour and salty flavor, and it is a good contrast to the flavor of the broth. The enoki mushrooms. And now for our ultimate one biter of the seafood ramen, and this is just not any one biter. This is the ultimate one. Let's finally do this. So that egg that I had, it's not just any tomato, it's the salted egg, and it's so damn good. Believe me when I say this ramen is a must get. Yo, I know it's not yet time for dessert, but this dessert is already melting. So this is an ice cream, and this one is called the Davao Eagle. Let's immediately have a taste or have a try on this one because it's melting. Oh wow, so this is actually durian ice cream, and you can definitely taste the pureness of the durian fruit in this one. This is so tasty. Now let's try this. So this chip doesn't have that much flavor actually, it's just bland. It's just an addition to the texture of this dessert and to neutralize that really strong flavor of the durian in this ice cream. So yeah, this is the Davao Eagle ice cream. It's actually a durian ice cream. There's a big chip on this one. And this really tastes so good. I so love this durian ice cream and I just can't stop myself because it's so good. This is awesome. Now let's move on to our burger, and I have here the classic burger. And this burger is a bad boy because it's fully loaded. So this is the classic burger, and as we check inside, we can see there's some onions, melted cheese, the chicken patty, lettuce, and the mayonnaise. Maybe this one's the Kewpie mayonnaise. And my mouth's salivating right now. Now let's have a bite. First of all, the cheese in this one is so satisfying, savory and salty. Second of all, the chicken patty is so amazingly tender on the inside and just amazingly flaky on the outside. That crunch factor from the lettuce is there, and the overall flavor is just so blissful. There's no safe way to eat this burger without getting messy, but you won't care because this one is just so satisfying to eat. So this is the classic burger, and the chicken patty on this one is no joke. Look at that. It's really big. This is fantastic. Now let's finally try this Sukidesu Maki, and let's do this one in one bite. First thing you will notice when you put this one inside of your mouth is the flavor of the sauce. It's a little sweet, savory, and it has this little spiciness as well. Then later on, as you chew further, the flavor of the cheese will come out. That amazing aroma from the tuna. Let's have another one. You know what? One thing that I really noticed when it comes to the Maki, the rice is really good. It's sticky, a little creamy. It's just the perfect rice for a Maki. I will now totally agree when they say that this Maki is their best seller. So actually, we have another ramen here, and this one is the Chashu Ramen. This is the Chashu Ramen. You will absolutely notice the 2 slices of chashu there. Have some seaweed on the side, scallions, shrooms here. And this one, this is their chashu. Maybe this one's torched. And you can definitely tell that this is tender. And the broth, same consistency from the one that we had earlier. I bet this one's creamy. Oh wow. This one's definitely salty and porky. The porky flavor from this one is really on point. I really love the texture of their noodles here. Absolutely bouncy. It's perfectly al dente. You know, when you have this good ramen, you gotta do the bite and slurp method and just keep repeating the process. Now let's one bite this chashu. This chashu is phenomenal. You know that sweetie flavor from a pork ham? Definitely into this chashu. And it's so good. This Chasiu Ramen is mind-blowing. Before we continue with this food trip, I just want to give a huge shout out and give back my support to Mochi. So she's our friend and she's our cooking member, and she's based in Japan, and she does amazing photography on her vlogs, showing beautiful pictures of flowers in Japan and amazing tourist spots as well. So please check out Mochi's YouTube channel as well. Now let's get back to this video. Now we have here some side dishes. We have some pork gyoza and the cheese tempura. So let's try this pork gyoza first without the sauce. Oh, this is a legit pork gyoza. The very satisfying porky flavors there, and the wrap of this dumpling is just super flammable. Now with the sauce. This sauce will definitely level up the flavor of your gyoza. So this is their cheese tempura, and this is really interesting. Look at this one. It's cheese wrapped and fried with that orangey sauce, and I must say this is gonna be cheesy. Now let's try this one. I was not aiming to one bite this cheese tempura, but I just can't help myself because it is so cheesy. So this one is a cheese wrapped in a seaweed. It's battered and fried with a flavorful and little spicy sauce on top. And this is more cheesier than your girlfriend's favorite K-drama. Let's have another bite. I'm really not sure if this one's cheddar cheese, but the sauce on this one is a little spicy. Now with the Kewpie mayonnaise. I was really trying to do this one in 2 bites. It was just hard for me to cut it in half. The cheesiness on this one, irresistible. Now this time it's really time for dessert, and I have here the mango panna cotta. So this one is a pudding with mango puree on top and some spices of mango as well. So let's try this one. This one's definitely mango-y. It's not really that sweet, but instead you will get that tangy flavor from the mango. The sweetness level is just right. And this is really refreshing. It will absolutely cleanse your palate after having all of that ramen, gyoza, and some other Japanese food that we ate today. This is actually really, really good. So when you dig deeper into this mango panna cotta, there are some slices or cubed cheese inside, and that is an amazing addition to the flavor and texture of this dessert. This is so delightful.
Ohayo gozaimasu mga kasuki. We would like to invite you to our newly opened second branch here in Lanang, Sukidesu Modern Japanese Street Dining. We are located in front of BDO Insular Village branch and beside Homeworks Carwash. We are open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. We are open for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. Arigatou gozaimasu.